What was the scariest, we need to leave now, gut feeling that you've ever experienced?
I was surfing a secluded reef break off the coast of southern Australia, far from shore. The sky was overcast, but the waves were perfect. It was just me and one other guy out there, trading waves and chatting between sets. We got to talking, and he mentioned he was a marine biologist. We'd both recently moved to the area, so we were still getting to know this spot. About 40 minutes in, despite the incredible surf, he suddenly said, "I don't like this. Something feels off. I feel like I'm being watched, like I'm bait." His words hit me hard. I didn't want to leave. The surf was too good, but he was a marine biologist, so I trusted his instincts. We paddled back across the deep channel together, trying not to panic, and then trekked the 15 minutes to the car park, making small talk the whole way to keep calm. As we reached the shore, we noticed a 15-foot inflatable boat pull up near the reef. We didn't think much of it at the time, but later that night, I saw a post on social media that sent chills down my spine. At the exact spot where we'd been surfing, 3 fishermen in their boat were checking their cray pots when a great white shark, just as big as their boat, circled them twice. I messaged the marine biologist right away with the link to the story, and he wasn't surprised at all. He'd felt it out there, like he knew we weren't alone. That gut feeling of his probably saved me from a terrifying encounter that day. I still get chills just thinking about it.
My mum told me a story from her 20s that still gives me chills whenever I think about it. Back then, she was living and working in London, looking to move into a slightly bigger flat. She found one that seemed perfect, just outside the area she was hoping for, but at a great price. When she called the agent to book a viewing, that's when things got weird. The guy on the phone started asking really strange questions, things like her age, race, and physical appearance. He insisted she bring her passport and kept pushing her to come alone. He even strongly suggested she take the bus instead of driving, saying it would be easier for her. He said the flat was just a straight walk down from the bus stop. All of it felt off, but since the flat looked ideal, my mom and my dad, who she was dating at the time, decided to go check out the area the day before the viewing. They drove to the location, starting at the bus stop that the agent had mentioned. From there, they saw a stretch of about 150 to 200 meters of derelict wasteland that anyone would have to walk through to get to the supposed apartment. And when they reached the address, instead of a nice flat, they found a massive abandoned building. Smashed windows, graffiti everywhere, no entry signs plastered all over. There was absolutely nothing even close to livable in sight. Needless to say, my mom didn't go to that viewing. She reported everything to the police, giving them the location and the time she was supposed to be there. But from what she heard back, it seemed like they didn't take her tips seriously at all. Fast forward a couple of years, my mum's in a pub with friends, chatting with a guy who happened to be a police officer. The story came up, and his face went serious. He told her that, at the exact time she was supposed to have that viewing, that area had a major problem with human trafficking. She was so close to walking into a trap that day.